Chapter 6, A New Name for Hurdle, Blur or Blurdle or Aaron. Mantra. That just means something that you tell yourself all the time, like a pep talk you say to get yourself going. At least that's what it is for me. My mom taught me about mantras when I was a little boy. Every night before bed, I had to say, I am, and then add some good stuff onto it, like I am happy, I am smart, stuff like that. But as I got older, I flipped it, added new things that I've stuck with to say every day before I go to practice or go to meet or school. Just a way to build me up, get me hype, like perpetuating for battle, like preparing for battle. And after bumping into Smelv and Kelvin, I needed my mantra bad. I am the man, the guy, the kid, the one, the only, the Lou, the lucky Lou, Lukey Lou, Lou the lightning bolt. I repeated it a few times, saying it in the mirror, trying to calm myself down, trying to quiet down the slamming sound in my brain, trying to unscrew the doorknob in my throat. I am the man, the guy, the kid, over and over again. The one, the only, repeating it almost like whispering it to myself, hoping that all the parts of myself I could see believes it. Like there's another me in there and I'm talking to. It's part of the whole routine I got. I say my mantra and I put on my sunscreen, rubbing it into my legs and arms and shoulders and neck, rubbing into my face. And it's so thick. I always got to rub pretty hard so that it goes in all the way into my skin. Today I rubbed my face. First small circles, then bigger circles, the white lotion globby like some kind of glue. I am the man, the guy, the kid, rubbing my face harder, thinking about Calvin, his blockhead, the one, his stank breath, the only, his whack jokes, rubbing the lotion in even harder. Now using my whole hand, mashing my cheek, squishing, winkling my forehead, staring at myself in the mirror, ugly. The top my the white on top of my white, the brown nowhere to be found. The Lou, harder, lucky Lou, harder, lucky, 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 lucky. I rubbed and rubbed until the lotion was gone, and my skin started to burn like it was gonna roll off, and my eyes started to get wet. Lucky me. I just about I was just about to take my contacts out and clean them, part of the ritual, but in this moment decided to just leave them in and use eye drops, quick, a drop or two in each, and then clean up the dripping tears, which weren't really tears, but were eye drops, because that's what happens when you put eye drops in. Only people who get dry eyes know that, or people who wear with contacts. I got contacts. Been wearing them since forever because the other thing about being albino is that it also messes with the goodness in your eyes. It took the brown and gave me this thing called hyperia, which ain't got nothing to do with being hyper, even though that's what it sounds like. It basically just means that whatever is right in front of me is blurry, like real blurry. And I can only see things when they are far away. I know, makes no sense. Most people call it farsightedness, but when it's as bad as mine, it gets a fancy name. That's why I was saying I used to be Lou the thick glasses when I was little. My mom thought it was cute. A little boy with magnifying glasses strapped to his face. She still do. And sometimes I catch her looking through old photos of me wearing big goggle looking specs, like I was about to go scuba diving or something. But when I get older, you'll and you a lightning bolt, and you got glasses thicker than the back of the coach's neck, you figure out how not to wear them. Instead, how to stick smaller versions of them, lenses right into your eyeballs. That sounds like something Sonny would say. Point is, wearing contact lenses is only part of my life. A part I've been able to hide pretty well until I got to practice today. I was still feeling a little funny after seeing Kelvin. Really, I was feeling so mad because I thought the dude was gone. A bunch of stuff wanted to ask, like Ghost, like how he knew him, were they friends? Do you know how much the dude sucked? And that's the only reason I started running in the first place. But when I got to the park, Ghost wasn't really in the mood to talk. He was sitting on the bench he always sat on before practice, Patty and Sonny standing over him. It just came today, Patty asked as I walked up. She glanced at me, did a shiver thing with her head, and signaled that something was wrong. What's going on? I asked. Ghost got a letter today, Sonny said. A letter? From his dad, he explained. Ghost stood up, folded paper in his hand. He glanced at me, his eyes glassy with the feelings he was holding back. Today's the day, was the day. 4 years ago, he, Ghost paused and took a breath. Today, it hit me. Is the anniversary. I cut him off, and then felt bad for cutting him off, but he nodded like he was relieved. It was in the note, I added. It was, and I was just trying to figure it all out. But the cowboy hat, what does the old man have to do? I was trying to say it, but couldn't figure out how to ask the question without sounding more like a jerk. Patty looked at me like I was sounding like a jerk. Sonny looked at me the same way, which meant I must have really sounded like a jerk. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's cool, Ghost said. The old man saved our lives. He hid my mom and me in his storage room. He slapped a folded paper against his head as if he was trying to convince the words to go into his brain. And now, here my father goes sending me this. First time I've heard from this dude since it all went down. What I say? I asked, dropping my duffel. It says mind your own business, dummy, Patty barked. Ghost chuckled a little bit. Maybe it's what I'll write back to him, he joked. I can help with that if you want, Sonny offered, all nice. Thanks. I mean, maybe. He slapped the paper rectangle in his other hand and turned to me. It just says that he's sorry and whatever. Ghost tried to get himself together. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm fine. Let's just get on the track before Coach comes. I'm good. We all gave Ghost a look like my mother gives me, looking for cracks. Seriously, I'm good. Come on, let's come on before he starts tripping. Yeah, I don't need nobody to hear all that today, I said, remembering my role as co-captain, which coach says was to lead by example. And even though we made to the track before being told to, that ain't stopped coach from yapping anyway. He was coach. And what coach does. Today is Tuesday, coach announced. Do I need to tell you what we're doing? No. Do I need to tell you why we're doing it? No. Do I need to explain what the best do? No. What do the best do? The best never rest. What do the best do? He put his hand to his ear. The best never rest. Coach nodded, shot his eyes at Whit, who nodded back. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to work. It was time for our stretches, and because I was already bumbling inside from earlier, I kept my mouth shut when Aaron started counting off and doing his usual captain crap. Craptin Aaron. His stupid voice counting, calling out left and right and stretch this and stretch that and fake thing somebody voice, but I kept it cool, leading by example. I know I wasn't the only person annoyed by this dude until it was time to run our warm-up laps and he tried me. Aaron bumped me, then sniffed all the air, talking about something smells like burnt plastic. He was talking about me, all the sunscreen. That's you, Lou, he said, but he already knew it was me and was trying to be funny. He'd be smelling it all season. Everybody knew I had to wear it, and the sun would literally cook my skin. But today, he felt like calling me out. But ain't know it was the wrong day for that. After his slick comment, he broke out running before I could say anything and called out to team, keep pace with me. He always set the pace. It made him feel like some kind of big man, like he was the boss of us. I could just tell. And honestly, I was over people acting like they were my boss, like they were bigger and better than me, like they could say and do anything to me. I hadn't I haven't even seen Kelvin since December, but seeing him in that corner store brought it all back. His dumb jokes were still with me and wrapped around me like skin. And now here come this show off Aaron. So I jetted out in front of him. Come on, defenders, keep up. Let's go, I called out. I was a good 5 paces in front of Aaron when he barked, Yo, what are you doing? No talking, Aaron, just keep up. I shied over my shoulder. Burnt plastic. Yeah, okay. I could hear Aaron's steps go faster, and a few seconds later he was on my side, pumping his arms wider than he needed to, inching closer and closer to me. He was trying to chicken wing me, trying to elbow me. Chill, I said, as we rounded the bend, but he wouldn't. He kept cranking his arms wild, but he ain't faster than me. He wishes he was, but he's not. So I hit the jets on him, jumped up 10 paces, and again. He sped up to keep up. Couldn't catch me, but I could hear his feet slapping the track faster and faster. So I boosted on him one more time. Now we were running at almost full speed until all of a sudden I felt something on the back of my heel, the bottom of my shoe. He clipped me, and my right leg locked up. I torpedoed to the ground hard, but I was only down for a second. Yo, what's your problem? I bounced up. I bounced I bounced up, got in his face, my body stinging from the crash, the rest of me stinging from everything else. My problem? Aaron barked back, breathing hard. He inched closer. You, the one with a problem. I'm just doing my job. I'm just trying to do my job, but I can't because you're such a hater. I matched his inch closer with my own. You better chill out, newbie. I earned my spot as captain of this team. I worked for that position. I ain't got to play dress up to get it. Aaron reached over and grabbed my gold chains and flipped them up into my face. And boom, I lost it. Charged him. Tried to put every word I could think of, every slap, every fry, every flame I could throw at him into my arms and push him as hard as I could. But he ain't fly like that. But he ain't fly like I expected. Matter of fact, he barely went anywhere. Just took a few steps back, smirked, then charged me and shoved me with his whole body. And I flew to the ground again. By the time everyone had gathered around us, they were trying to stop the drama. Karan and Milky were pulling Aaron, laughing away, and Patty and Ghost were helping me up. Shut up, I shouted to Aaron, trying to pull away from Ghost and Patty. I said, Get off me, to them. You better relax, Snow White, Aaron taunted. Let your dwarves help you. Now Ghost let go of my arms and started marching toward Aaron, but Chris blocked him. It ain't worth it, Ghost, Chris warned. I don't even know why you would defend him, Ghost, Aaron continued, especially after how he played you out when you first joined the team. Remember? Trashed you because of your shoes, because he was scared that you were better than him. Shut up, I shouted. Again, my voice roller coastering. Shut up before I make you shut up. I wiped my eyes fast, then wiped them again. Faster, faster. What is going on? Coach and Wit finally realizing what was happening, made their way across the field where we were. He clipped me, I yelled. I set the pace like I always do, and for some reason he tried to take over and basically burn the whole team out. Aaron's voice was calm, like none of this was affecting him.